$1 sandwich between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
There we go. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Alert 3. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line 26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. This is Elliott. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
24 is the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
Mike 54. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Zebra. Check.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
What? Who that is? Mike, 45. Hey, we got 12.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
45. Play out. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to reload.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
24 is the mic. So we got man. 24 is the mic. Under. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Here we go. Watch 55. Come to my work. We won't.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson. Room here to run. Now after the play, oh man, it's Prescott who appears to be shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Ready. 60 or. Let's put that team on the bus.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. They'll roll him out right. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check. 3 down. Get it.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And some room to maneuver. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny. 66 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw again. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Hey, alert. Go. 45. Go. Hey, do it.
Now Wilson operating from the gun, buying time to his left. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 10th carry now for Elliott. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Down. 30 base. 24 is the mic. 24 is the mic. Hey! 24 is the mic. 65. Hey, orbit. 65. Play. 24 is the mic. Yeah, I'm gonna lose one. 24 is the mic. Double dog, double dog. That's the way. 24 is the mic.
From the gun, rush. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. The 40, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 78 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Wilson now from the gun, he'll throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Robert Quinn able to get him for a loss of about 3.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they got to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny trying to run inside, but nothing there. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll run with Elliott. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. I'm coming for the side.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
At the Cowboys' 30-yard line.
Hey, let's get that home.
Now Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, rush. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, they'll run it again with Penny. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Finding some room at midfield. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 63 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On first down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
Exactly.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down.
Mike 380. Mike 54. I'll go special. I'll go special.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Wilson. It's caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Gotta go, right now. Go. 55. He's time to use. He's time to run. 22, check. 22, check. Far left. Reset. Zebra.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Ezekiel Ansah. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Move. Hey, exit. 24 is the mic. Go. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rush. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 36, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
They start on the ground with Elliott. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Tight right. Even. 4 down. Even. Watch the safety creep. Look at me. Go. And, hey, wahoo. 2.
Operating from the gun. Rush. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Wilson on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Screen 15, 25, 25. Lock up defense. Lock up defense.
They'll look to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. 4th down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete. Tight coverage that time by Miles Killebrew. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Hey, 4 down. 24 is the mic. Check. Ready to go. Snap.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rush. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So might as well have not even had the penalty.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks' 28-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This to advance to the divisional round. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And this one's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon on for a very important punt here in overtime.
The Cowboys take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You got nothing. Hey, Alpha. Come. Five.
Rush. And that's Elliott, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He finds Hearns left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
24.
On 2nd and 12, Rush. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check three. Slam.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rush. That one complete to Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Let's get it.
And Marr pulled it left. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So it's his 2nd missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Forced out to his left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Ready, ready. 10 Lobo. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
To throw on third down. Rush. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Rush to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Throwing on second and long. Rush. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain there of 30 big ones. Oh, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 44.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Hey, foxtrot. We got 4. 24 is the mic.
From the gun, Rush. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. One overtime, how about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment.
Ready up. Watching it fire. Kill. Be careful.
A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Big D.